Yes, indeed. We are here live from Connecticut, and we are starting things off with, well, Erren requested some time to talk tonight, so I guess we're gonna see what's on his mind. We haven't gotten to hear from him since World Record, outside of a short outburst when Kelly was trying to interview him a little bit ago.
Which I still feel like was kind of my bad for pressuring her to get an interview with him, but also good to see that he is finally not bleeding from his face.
Yeah, that was rough on Rev Your Engines. If you guys have missed that show, it will be live by the time this goes up. So, you know, you better go check it out. It'll be on the SOW YouTube channel as always.
Of course, Erren kind of looking back at what has been, I think, a very, very, very good season from him. And he had a great season 1 as well, but...
Yeah, it's, I think the only part of, you know, the other times he's lost, there's been just a very small number of them. You probably count them on one hand. And they were non-title matches outside of World Record. And I think specifically straight away last year. Those are the only 2 times he's had title matches where he did not come out on top. And outside of those, I really don't think there's more than like 1 or 2 others. So to say he's had strong seasons here in SOW is almost an understatement.
Of course, Erren referencing the aftermath of him losing the Ignition Championship to Death Panther / Kevin Daniels.
Something I'm still not over, by the way.
I don't know if we'll ever get over it, to be real.
I'll never get over the fact that those 2 are the same person. I still don't even, I'm not sure I fully believe it, honestly. I feel like there's some shenanigans going on somewhere.
Think he's got a twin?
Oh, that would be crazy. No way.
That makes more sense.
Somebody online messaged me not that long ago saying, well, you've never seen them in the same place at the same time. I was like, you know, I can say that about a lot of people.
Yeah.
5 minutes gone.
This is probably a fair point. Of course, there is no shame in getting as far into the Grand Prix as he did, losing to our world champion and eventual winner, Ryan Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, when your only losses are to the an upset loss to the outsider, and then, you know, losing to the guy who won the whole tournament and holds our top belt, no shame, really. I think Erren, I think Kurata, and I think Meiji Kaito all get to come out of that tournament feeling like, not necessarily, you know, champions, but winners. Even if they didn't take the whole thing.
So it looks like Erren setting his eyes on that Ignition Championship once more.
Well, he did. It was kind of his title, like he's been saying. It's like, I'd be shocked if he didn't want to try to get it back. Plus, there's not really a downside to going back after it. Unlike the other titles, losing an Ignition Championship match has no reductions connected to it. It's not actually part of the division, so...
This is true. It looks like Erren's got more than one target.
All right, and we are ready for our first match of the night. Quinn Cochran already in the ring. His opponent is the Trailblazer, Damien Oxley, a man who had, I think, the literal roughest time in the Grand Prix.
Probably the top underperformer?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
I mean, he's, as far as I can remember, the only one who went 0-7. So, you know he's absolutely looking for some climb back right now. And this is, no offense to Quinn Cochran, very, very well-established member of our dojo who earned this match on Ignition by beating all 3 of the other dojo members. But, he is still a man in the dojo. He does not have the experience that Damien Oxley has. He does, however, have a size advantage that he might be able to use to, at this point, pull an upset. I don't know if I could be surprised should it happen with how many upsets I think we've seen Damien suffer lately.
I mean, he would be like almost to the point of going down to high gear, I think, at this point if he lost to Quinn Cochran tonight, which that would be shocking.
I think
technically on the table.
Yeah, I think if he lost to Quinn Cochran tonight, I would probably tell him he should probably go visit the dojo. I mean, I might get an elbow in the face for it, but, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea, I think.
Yeah, he might just need some time to recuperate, refocus. I mean, even now, kind of going for this match, accepting this match after going 0-7. I mean, you know he's in his own head, right? I mean, how else can you not be after losing that many matches in a row when you were entering as not like a top favorite, but I think a lot of projections have him going 4-3 or 3-4 and not 0-7.
Yeah, absolutely. I would never have predicted him going anything less than 4 personally. I thought he was at the minimum the 4th best person in the tournament. My order was Ryan, then Caster, then Kurata, then Oxley. That was how I was looking at it. I don't know about you.
I mean, I think y'all throw Major Kaito in there too.
Well, he was in the other league. I was talking about it just the end.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, if I'm counting the whole tournament, he's not in the top 5, unfortunately. There's a few names in that tournament that were pretty big names. Another underperformer who might have made the top 5 potentially, ZC Woods.
Yeah, those guys had a terrible time.
Not a good tournament for either of them. I think it was both of their first times in this net kind of tournament. Even though Oxley was in JPW, never participated in their big yearly tournament. So this could have just been a moment of inexperience. Not being used to this kind of matchup, this kind of style where you're wrestling multiple times a week sometimes.
Well, and not to pick apart his performance here, but Quinn Cochran's kind of holding his own.
Yeah, Quinn, like I said, the power game is going to be a big deal. When you're the underdog and you're at the level of Quinn Cochran, you can make up some of the skill difference with just raw strength. Like that right there. Exactly like that right there. Just raw power, force your way through the offense of your opponent, tank through what they're doing, barrel them down. It'll help. And you know, you can see the effects that it has already early on in the match. Oxley has to start leveraging his experience and slowing Quinn down, making him work to Oxley's tune. Instead of letting him just barrel through, and that's one way to do it. Big elbow, massive elbow to the back of the head, and he's looking to put it away with the system shock into a cover. 1, 2, and that's exactly as I'm saying it. He pulls it out.
He finally finds himself back in the win column. He needed that bad.
Oh yeah. Of course, you can't tell you that Quinn Cochran didn't have a good match. That was an interesting interaction. I mean, feels like there's a good bit of heat between the two of them.
And, you know, Bia needs to get her win back, damn it. So, if Memphis wants a piece of her, I'm all for it. There's a few more weeks in Philadelphia. We're going to take over the city of Extreme. But first, Memphis has to survive a wild card in this division, Keiko.
Yeah, still, nobody really has a peg on what Keiko plans to do while she's here. I mean, she's just been kind of doing her own thing. Can't really blame her either. Hasn't been, I can't say it has been super successful, but it hasn't been unsuccessful either. She's been winning most of her matches. On a solid record of 5-3 at current.
Which, you know, in this competitive division, that's nothing to laugh at. Of course, her opponent tonight is coming in at a very similar but slightly stronger 7-3.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
And actually could be staring down a possible championship match if she continues on this hot streak she's on.
That's very possible. But of course, first she has to get through the Onimusha. These women from opposing companies. Keiko originally from JTW, Nephthys originally from Glory.
Big night for counter power bombs.
Yeah, I mean, those Frankensteiners not getting where you're wanting them to right now.
Of course, there's been a lot of chatter online about the heavy sandals, the extra weighted soles in Nephthys' shoes. And I'm sure Keiko's got that scouted out. Probably be looking to avoid kicks and strikes from Nephthys. And Keiko does have the technical ability to do so.
I want to know what boards you're on, because I do not see any of that top.
I can send you the link.
No, actually, I think I'm good. I've changed my. I'm not that. All right,
Okay.
Back to the match. Back to the match. It looks like a nice drop kick from Nephthys as Keiko and her are going back and forth here. Strikes from Nephthys versus stiff kicks to the leg from Keiko, trying to weaken up those kicks that Nephthys is known for in the later match. Those drop kicks she uses. And the Meteor and knee strikes, of course.
Keiko's got her well scouted, making sure she doesn't get any of the extra damage from those weighted soles.
Nice head scissors takedown there from Keiko. Into a solid backbreaker, but Nephthys, too wise, catches her with a back drop kick.
Get medical ready.
Enziguri from Keiko, and then a nice double overhead kick. And a drop kick to the chest sends Keiko out of the ring. Nephthys follows suit. Drop kick to the knees.
Well, you said they would be later in the match. Nephthys said, how about now?
Yes, she sure did. Jeez.
She says she's not waiting. I mean, you know, also if you're Nephthys, as much as, you know, I love Bia and all that, you cannot look past Keiko just because you have another match with Bia Quinn coming up.
Oh, not at all. I mean, if you're doing that, you're going to lose. There's just no doubt in my mind. Keiko, you can't look past her for anything. She is an incredible competitor. Nice head scissors there. Ooh, back soul butt. The second kick gets caught. Now it's Nephthys starting to work Keiko's legs even more. She's already done it with a couple of drop kicks.
Keiko doing well to kind of take some of that momentum back that Nephthys stole with that series of kicks, and there's another kick right away. The announcer's jinx coming in effect real time.
These back and forth head scissors, this time going for a cover, only gets a 1, but it forces Keiko to respond into a Northern Lights. This time a 2. We're seeing a double knee drop to the knee. Step up Enzigiri. The Onamusha is taking over in this match. Spinning back kick to the face.
Nephthys is staying in it somehow, but Keiko really kind of a dominant assault here. Sense what happened on the outside, and she gets her head kicked off. I'm just gonna stop talking, maybe? I don't know. Every time I talk about Keiko getting offense, Nephthys shuts me up.
Oh, nice backbreaker into a German for the cover, the bridge.
Able to grab the ropes.
Manages to force her shoulders off the mat. The temple knee strike. Deep cover. 2. But no.
Oh.
Very close. Series of short palm strikes into a drop kick.
Nephthys had to be seeing stars after that strike, but looks like she's able to look right past them.
Yav Immortal!
Keiko moving though, and looks like Nephthys decides to let it go instead of getting the rope break that Keiko was very clearly heading towards.
Yeah, Nephthys chose to let it go. Tried to set up something in the corner. Counter for counter there.
Big anti-air drop kick from Nephthys.
10 minutes gone.
And here we are. It's the Gory Special.
Out of nowhere, basically, possibly for the win.
No. And the crowd is into it. Oh, Gunman Giddy! Oh, and for another, but Nephthys avoids it. But instead, Katana!
That could be it.
That could spell the end. Deep cover. Folding her up. No!
Wow.
That was impressive from the High Priestess to survive that. A gunman Giri, she barely dodges another and instead gets caught with the katana. But is still alive here.
Gotta be frustrated too.
Oh, absolutely. We're going back to the outside. No, in fact, actually, Nephthys decided to take it right back in. Just used the outside for a bit of damage and then wanted to bring her back in the ring. Back kick! That could do it. That could put her to sleep. It doesn't, though.
Oh my god.
Another Northern Lights. It's the third one. 2. No.
Oh my goodness. That might have been the closest call of the match so far.
Wait a minute. Black Hole Slam. Black Hole Slam. And that does it.
He does it.
The Black Hole Slam seals it.
And I'm not this back to these next couple weeks to regroup because she's got Bia Quinn coming for her.
Oh, it's the Paradise. Okay.
Is this not the match with Beelzebub or
I mean,
else happening?
He is part of the Paradise. There he is. So, you know, his match is next. He's coming out. Seems like the rest of the, well, half of the rest of the group is coming. Byron's here. Lilith is here as well.
All right. I guess after his kind of middling performance, maybe they're looking to be some assurance.
I'm not quite sure what is going on with this group. But like you were alluding to, Beelzebub went 3-3-1. Literally as middle of the road as you could possibly go in that tournament. An exact even record. Which probably not what the Paradise was hoping for.
Very likely not. First Byron successful in defending against Andre Guerra this past weekend as well, so now he is one title defense into this run.
It's something that Once he gets to, 6, if he gets to 6, that's something Ryan's going to have to start looking out for. You can cash that in for a future match at almost any time. All you need is the GM in the ring to accept the title. And you get to pick your date. Any date where there is not a title match. And Earth, it seems to just be talking about her last title match. An open admission that she was genuinely beat.
I don't understand this group.
I don't know if anybody understands this group. I wonder if this group even understands itself.
You know, that's a fair point. They might not. They might be winging it.
It's definitely the oddest faction I've ever encountered in this. That's for sure. There have been some weird ones up. Huh? What's she on about? Are you sure about that?
I'm no big Hera fan, but I don't know about all this.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure that this is supportable arguments. Like, if you weren't booked, that's not necessarily a hate thing against you. It's just there were other women on the roster that got bookings.
Also, you were just headlining a major pay-per-view event.
Yeah, I guess technically Hera wasn't originally going to put her in the 8-cylinder. That was done by Carrie.
Also, this is revisionist history because Bia didn't suggest a tournament. She wanted a match and Hera hijacked it.
Why is she talking to Sombra?
It's not like the title match she earned can be defended.
Yeah, no, I mean...
It's locked in, I believe. Is it not for Burnout?
Yeah, it's Charlie Scene versus La Sombra Altissima for the national title at Burnout. I mean, we don't put title shots on the line here. Titles get put on the line. The only time you have a title shot on the line is a number 1 contenders match or a specialty match. If you've earned a title shot, you're not defending. It's a shot at the belt. You've got it. It's yours.
Well, it sounds like Lilith is changing divisions to go after the national title.
Okay.
Technically, it is.
Well, I mean, it seems like it's time to start the match. That was a very odd way, and I'm shocked that CHIKARA was willing to wait for them to finish before he came out. I would have expected him to just interrupt.
Well, I don't know how to say this, but CHIKARA, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's saying. He's on thin ice. The roster, with us, with the fans. Right now, the best thing CHIKARA can do is be a good company man and do not do anything like he did last year, where he decided to spice things up.
Yeah, I would also say probably if he wants to start being favorable to the fans again, he should probably start winning some matches. It's hard to get the fans back behind you when you're still losing. And this is a good way to start. Like, win this match right here. Put a damper on what the Paradise is looking for. course, on the other side, Beelzebub definitely looking to push forward from a poor, I wouldn't say poor performance, it was a fine performance, but the likely less than expected performance in the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it earlier. I mean, pure just middle of the pack. As the only possible way it could be a true middle of the road would be 3-3-1, and he pulled that off somehow, some way.
Yeah, that final match draw against Kurata Hideaki was absolutely impressive. I mean, that match was incredible to watch. Even though I didn't cast it. It was the only match in the whole tournament. Actually, that's not true. It was the only match that wasn't on high gear in the whole tournament that I didn't get, or only show that I didn't get to cast for because I was unfortunately busy that day. And then I looked back and found out, oh, hey, Bray has tied things up, and also Kurata went to a time limit draw against Beelzebub. Felt like 2 matches I could have been going crazy over.
Probably.
Right now, CHIKARA is tying things down really well. Oh my God.
To change that very quickly.
Yeah,
powerful kick to the back of the head.
That was insanely athletic from Beelzebub. She leaped over him and managed a back kick. But now CHIKARA powering through with these chops. Jesus. Beelzebub, fireman's carry into the drop. Snapmare. I'm gonna be honest with you, I could have sworn we were more than 5 minutes into this match. It felt like so much has already happened, but I guess that's just what goes on when you're watching a match with a man who wrestles at the pace Beelzebub wrestles at.
Yeah, which is definitely not a pace that CHIKARA is very comfortable with. Now I can take this moment to slow things back down, but Beelzebub not going to give him that opportunity, getting right back in the ring, forcing CHIKARA to stay on the offensive.
And CHIKARA's going to have to keep that pressure up because Beelzebub, as we know, can take a lot. Something that's been kind of surprising because usually when you have somebody who wrestles at this kind of high pace, they're not all that resilient. But he's shown a fair amount of resilience in the Grand Prix, even in the matches where he did lose. It took a lot.
Take a beating.
Nice seat out, drop there, comes off the ropes, and a single leg drop kick to the chin, but CHIKARA back up, sends him right into the corner, back elbow, and an overhead belly to belly.
CHIKARA. Part of me wonders, is CHIKARA...
Oh! Big swing!
No. Did he ask for this? Did he get booked on this match because Seiji wasn't on Ignition last week?
You know, that's possible. They do
I
always
those two have unfinished business.
It always feels like it, honestly. Ever since that first match they had against each other. Not even talking about the first time they wrestled when they were enemies. I'm talking about that first match when CHIKARA had to beat Seiji to get the shot at Nagatomi. It felt like there was always something just brewing under the surface. And now it feels like it's always just brewing on the surface at this point.
Oh God, CHIKARA to the top. This could be dangerous for Beelzebub.
Nice rolling neckbreaker from the top. And you can see that had an effect, or did it at all? Beelzebub immediately catching CHIKARA. And a soccer kick to the face. But CHIKARA, another belly to belly. He's been using those a lot in this match. To good effect. Anytime it feels like Beelzebub's got the advantage starting to pile, a belly to belly shuts him down. Oh my God. Ooh, okay. Jesus. That wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a pile driver. He hit him with something else, and then now we got a famouser.
What are you doing here?
No. Now they're going back and forth again, these kicks versus the chops. Ooh, ducks it. Series of chops coming out now. A step up Enziguri looking to kill the momentum Chikara's trying to build here. Another Osotogari into a cover. But a kick out. Ooh, flatliner. And a cover of his own. And a kick out on the other side as well. Oh my God! German onto the apron from Chikara. And now, Babazer on the outside!
Now, that's going to deal huge damage. I mean, Chikara is not against getting a count on victory, but Beelzebub stands up.
And it just
nothing happened.
Gets back in the ring. Super kick, poison Rana. And he's lined him up. Oh my God! Sent him across the ring with that one.
Chikara's got to slow him down if he wants to stay in this. Oh my God.
Oh my God!
I didn't say kill him.
Not just the apron, that was right into the post. How is Beelzebub standing? Jeez, this match has gotten a lot more brutal than I expected it to. Now he's set up. Drop kick from the second rope. Comes off the ropes, elbow drop. Sends him in the ropes. Leaps over. Catches him and drops him to the mat, and he's feeling it. Osotogari into a cover. Is he thinking the win? No.
Nope. Unable to pick it up.
Ducks under. Super kick to the stomach. Into Giri. Back of the head. Into the ropes again. Blue Thunder Bomb. I thought that was it. I genuinely thought it was over right now.
Such a cool move that everyone loves to kick out of, no matter what damn company or what damn year it is.
It's crazy because that is Chikara's finisher. He's been using that as a finish for so long. After all the damage that Beelzebub has taken, the fact that he can still kick out is insane. Chikara back up top, comes off the top rope with the senton. Super kick from Beelzebub into a cover, hooks both the legs. But Chikara not staying down either. Went for a poison run and Chikara drops him on his face. And now, Blue Thunder Bomb!
That's gonna be it! What? What is Beelzebub made of?
I don't know. I feel like this happens every other week with somebody, but it just, I always feel like I know what these wrestlers can take. What will end a match? How much is too much? And somebody always shows up and just does what we're seeing right now, where nothing is enough. And now he's got Chikara locked up, and Chikara taps out. Jesus.
What a match.
That's gotta be a statement. Okay, well, I guess we gotta We got to hear from Do Hyun tonight. I wasn't expecting. I guess it's not surprising. She didn't just fail to win the title. Probably wants to have a word about what she's going to have to do now. Which you know what it means. Losing to Kimura Aiko.
Yep, she's got 10 matches to win before she can do it again, or ask not to lose her again, but challenge her again.
Oh come on, she's doing it. We can just.
I mean, 2025 Kimura Aiko. If I'm Do Hyun, I'm not touching Kimura Aiko until at least 2026.
Yeah, you gotta give Kimura Aiko time to like cool off from all of the pure fire that has been going through her veins in every match. Speaking of Aiko,
8 months into the year and she's not lost a match.
yeah, and I mean speaking of Aiko, by the way, Women's World Championship Eliminator as the main event tonight to come up very shortly after this, whatever this is.
Big night for the women's division in general, I suppose.
Yeah, very big night.
Not that she insists on it necessarily. It's that you agree to the stipulation, and the only way you can get it dropped is to beat her.
Yeah, I mean that's how Step Up or Shut Up works. Is Do Hyun just apparently not really understanding the contracts she signed, but it sounds like she's gonna just start doing open challenges. Okay.
It's one way to earn 10 wins. The last time she did it on the Indies, oh boy. Well, she might not be starting to get her wins right away.
She might regret this one, because if that last match we saw from Eve was any indication, she is back in true form here on SOW.
That is only bad news for the rest of the women's division, except for Bia Quinn, who could beat her easily.
Well, here we go. Do Hyun versus Eve Moreau. Oh my god. Instantly.
Immediate eye pokes. Crazy work.
She said nah.
Right.
Went for a cover quickly. Big boot to the face. And Do with an arm drag into an arm bar. I mean, wasn't expecting a match here, but you know what? Every episode of Ignition is always full of fun surprises. Sometimes surprises less fun than others.
Definitely been a night full of them.
Series of short strikes to the dome there. Into a body slam. Eve looking to... Oh my god. Jesus! Do hit a headbutt. Knocked herself loopy. Eve responded with... Don't play these games with me. Punched her right in the jaw. Now Do looking to fight back, but Eve just a little too powerful. I don't think Do really knows what to do when she's outclassed to this degree in the power game. The only other time she's had to deal with this was against Dia Keaton, and but we know that one ended in an unfortunate injury for Dia. Forced the match to close early. We're getting a bit of a back and forth struggle as Do is now firing away big shots. But Eve gets back up, tries to whip Do to the ropes. Do with a reversal, but Eve sweeps aside. Killer is on the loose, and she is hunting her prey right here on SOW Ignition.
He is looking incredible in this return. Do Hyun, you know, gotta be feeling like, okay, this is not exactly what I was hoping for.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe she should have farmed her win on the Indies again. She's looking for an easy path to 10 wins. You're not going to find it on the Ignition roster or the SOW roster as a whole.
Oh, definitely not. It seems like she wants the TV time of trying. And now we've got an airplane spin. Drops her down to the mat, comes off the ropes, low drop kick to the chin. But Eve back up again. And a nice takedown. Though, if you've noticed, has been trying to keep the pace where she wants it, focusing in on staying on the offensive at all costs. And Eve,
if she does that, a single slip-up means Eve will win the match.
Yeah, Eve looking for that big drop kick, that beautiful drop kick she's well known for. Doe was able to dodge it, but Eve's still back on top. Every time Doe tries to slow Eve down and get herself sped up, Eve manages to block the way, and there we go. Dropkick lands flush.
Doe continuing to work the arm.
Yeah, she's
try and slow down that offensive.
Working the arm can have an effect on Eve's more deadly moveset, the Gaelic Flosion, the Muscle Buster, those double burning lariats that she utilizes. Elbow drop, but Doe dodges it and catches her with some punches on the ground. I was gonna mention the elbow drop and she went for it, but Doe had it scouted. Doe looking to set Eve up top. And off the top with a Frankensteiner, goes for the cover. 1, 2, no.
She landed just at the top of her shoulders. That was a very dangerous landing there from Eve, just coming back from that injury.
Yeah, Eve gonna have to try to tuck a little better when she's taking a move like that. You know, you gotta tuck your neck as much as you can, protect yourself as much as possible, because you know the momentum's gonna drag you down one way or another.
Still kicking out at 1 though, so Eve is still very much in this match.
I mean, look at her saying that this is light work to this point. Solid set of knee strikes to the chin. And here comes Doe again, trying to get the pace back where she wants it. And blocked off with a neck breaker from Eve. Like, what is Doe Hyun gotta start looking for if she wants to get on top in this? I would say maybe it'd be hard to get something like, oh my God!
Giant the swinging!
I was gonna say, it's gonna be hard to get something like the walk the plank off on Eve, or even the ultra violence, given how much those headbutts have already failed Doe in this match. So I think she's gonna have to look for that scariest moonsault ever if she wants to win this.
It's definitely not going to be a win that will be handed to her. She also might need
oh
no.
My God!
Oh, no.
She's locked up! Muscle Buster!
But Eve not capitalizing. Some of that wear and tear from this match getting to her.
Doe's been working all of her limbs. It's probably made that hard for Eve to do. She's got the head trapped, half hatch suplex.
I do think that Eve had the chance to go for the pin there. She probably wins this match.
Oh yeah, off the Muscle Buster for sure. Back fist, the Cutlass!
That's one way to do it. You could just knock her out flush.
Oh, going for a roll. Eve's fighting against it. Doe Hyun manages on top, but Eve flips through.
Wasted too much time rolling around, allowing Eve to recover from that signature back fist.
Now she's throwing the back fists in the middle of this combo. Didn't throw another one. Gets caught with a huge lariat into a cover, but not quite the 3. Now Eve sends Doe to the corner, punching her skull in again. Series of blows ending with a knee strike to the dome. And she goes back up top. The elbow drop lands flush. 1, 2, no. Doe sends Eve over. Arm drag, takedown. Brainbuster! That'll have an impact. And that'll have, oh wait! She didn't go for the cover and got caught before she could get whatever move she was looking for afterwards.
Big mistake.
What a DDT! But Eve shrugs it off. Big drop kick. Picks her up. What's she thinking now? No. Immediately, Doe with some punches. But now Eve catches her. Gale explosion!
She can't capitalize again.
She gets up into the cover. 1, 2, and
oh my God, she did it!
Didn't need to rush. It looks like she has Doe just out. I mean, like we said, Eve is back in true form here tonight. Oh, Monstro. Been a while since we've seen him. I mean, he's been doing some singles matches here and there, but I don't think he's scheduled for the night. So this is another surprise for us.
He has not had a main event match, actually.
Yeah, so did I. Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out. Is he issuing an open challenge now? Or just
I mean, why not? Everyone's doing them.
Yeah, we're just gonna do like 30 of them before we get to our main event tonight? A lot of wrestling, if so. Oh!
Some big news?
Sounds like it. Huh?
What's this?
Atomico!
Oh my God! He's back!
Oh my God, he's got new music too! Is this gonna be the theme for Sindhu Darlo now?
Activision just got put on notice. I hope Death Row is watching this.
Yeah, I mean, True has been doing some single stuff like we said before, but not a whole lot.
He's known for either.
Yeah. I feel like out of respect, he's largely been waiting for Atomico to get healthy again. I mean, yeah, we have been losing a lot of tag teams lately.
Yeah.
But we get new ones and the others just seem to fall apart. Okay, I mean, that's what I want to hear.
Do you want to see?
Absolutely. I mean, Sindhu Darlo is tag champs final? What? Not who I was expecting.
Okay, then.
Well, that'll be
good,
fun.
though.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Well, now it is main event time here on SOW Ignition. As we get started with Maria Ramirez getting herself a Women's World Championship Eliminator.
I guess it's kind of a consolation prize of sorts.
I mean, her record is fine. She's, you know, Sombra technically is already given a title match. I guess Maria is getting the shot to potentially have a title match. I would have expected this to be Nephthys' position, but she had a match earlier in the night instead. However, I wouldn't necessarily be jealous of Maria's position here because, I mean, look who she's going against.
I mean, to me, if it was Nephthys, it just guaranteed she would have lost tonight. And she already ended up losing to Keiko. So, unless it's Aiko, she definitely wasn't winning.
Yeah, this is not an opponent that I feel like if Aiko's doing an Eliminator, it's Burnout, right? Like, it's just the same way as saying, yeah, I'm not going to be defending at the next pay-per-view, don't worry about it. I'll give you guys some fun matches in the meantime. Not to write Maria Ramirez off or anything, mind you. I don't want to act like she can't win. I just 99% of the time would say that I don't believe she will.
So yeah, like any given Thursday, you know, that's the saying, right? But I don't think tonight's gonna be anything other than the ordinary for Kimura Aiko and Maria Ramirez here. Again, I just don't see a world where Aiko is losing anytime soon.
Yeah, we would need some huge shakeup in the women's division for there to be a shot.
Like Bia getting another championship match.
Or
That's
Dia
the only
Keaton's
way.
return.
Or Bia getting another match.
I think that one would probably upset her. At least right now. We haven't seen a reawakening in Bia yet, so if we get one of those, then maybe.
First, Maria was in that Queen of the Hill Battle Royal.
The first eliminated, obviously by Bia, made her tap out.
Yep.
We can see that here in this match as well because Aiko defended her belt by making Doe tap out. So, you know, Maria's got to be very wary of the submissions. It's actually been one of her biggest weaknesses in the company, has been those submissions.
Sometimes that's the downside to those larger muscles, is that they're bigger targets for submissions because you feel something pop and you're done.
Oh yeah, like Maria clearly choosing to protect herself and her future rather than worrying about winning all of the matches she's in. But Aiko being one of the greatest technical wrestlers in the women's division in every company she's ever been in, it's really rough when you're weak to submissions up against somebody like that. So Maria's gonna have to really leverage her power to force her way out of these submissions early and try to tear apart Aiko instead. If she wants to make this one of the 1%. That 1 in 100.
Now Aiko is looking as strong as she possibly can.
But she's just, as always, dominating the match in the early goings, keeping the technical advantage, knows when to take time to rest, when she has the time to rest. She knows when the opponent's too far on the back foot and that she needs to press the advantage. And she knows when to take a step back and evaluate her options. Going for a sneak pin, but does not get the victory. But as you see, not worried about it. She saw the opportunity to try it. It didn't work out. She just moved on to the next thing. And Maria, very smart, immediately using the power she has to put Aiko on the back foot and go back to aiming at Aiko's legs. I mean, it doesn't matter what your size is. If your legs are taken out from under you, you can't do anything.
strong uppercuts from the champion, knocking Maria down.
Yeah, Aiko's European uppercuts have always been one of her biggest offensive maneuvers. It's been one of her go-tos from day one. Disorienting and eventually knocking down, sometimes even in the past, knocking out opponents. As Maria tosses her to the outside and has to catch her breath already, showing the amount of work Aiko's already done to Maria here. But Maria does find the time she needs. Looks like she's gotten back on a regular breathing rhythm. And now they're going back and forth. Really going back and forth.
Oh yeah, they are.
Aiko's actually backing Maria up with these uppercuts. Maria doesn't have really anywhere to go now. She's trying to push Aiko back, but it's not working. And Jesus Christ, finally somebody comes out on top. Maria managing to knock Aiko down, but she stays down longer than Aiko. Clearly took a lot out of her in that exchange. And now it ends Giri from Aiko, who's actually having a little trouble of her own with the breathing pattern.
Maria is not someone to take lightly. Will take a lot of strength and power to overcome her. Even though obviously we've had Aiko as a strong favorite. If there's one way that Maria could win this match, it could be by essentially surviving the onslaught and dealing some damage of her own.
Wearing Aiko down, hard to do, but a lot easier if you have the size of Maria Ramirez, because Aiko is not that used to taking these big impact moves with heavy competitors. Even here in SOW, there's only a couple, and she has not run up against them that often. However, she is still rolling with the punches right now. Maria's on top for the moment. Does she capitalize and take advantage of it? There's that senton. She's won matches with that. 2, but no. Oh my God, up top.
Oh, no.
Diving splash! Onto
connected.
Right onto the back square. If Aiko had been on the other side, that could have been a cover. Could have been the end. Measured elbow from Aiko. Uppercut. Another one takes Maria down.
Dropping the leg.
Just a standing leg drop there. Into STF!
Oh.
STF!
To do it! No! Maria fights out.
Yeah, forces her way free. But now Aiko, bulldog choke.
Give up.
And chooses to reverse it. But now Maria
3, 1.
with a hammerlock, and she's not letting it go, even with Aiko's foot on the rope. Solid kick to her chest.
Twice about that off the rope move since Maria popped up.
Yeah, she didn't want to go running right into a potential, I don't know, powerbomb suplex, whatever you can imagine, really. Here we go again. Aiko now stepping into those uppercuts. Rolling punch from Maria, though. And Aiko slowly back to her feet here. Maria tried to go for a back.
You can steal it. No, not even one.
Yeah, Maria broke out of that quick. It was not a very tight pinfall. Now it's Maria bloody. Cross, but Aiko's up.
Oh my God.
Back body drop to Maria.
What a show of power from the world champion.
And now Maria looking for a wrist lock. Aiko rolling through. Look at that. Very famous maneuver from Aiko. She uses that all the time. Anytime somebody tries to wrist lock her up, she can whirl it around and locked him in a short hammerlock on the ground. Maria reversing the whip, but yeah, we know where this goes. Shining Scissors!
Needs a big follow-up here. She could possibly put Maria away, or she'll just go for the pin.
She saw an opportunity to try and get the cover, but no!
Oh,
Maria!
God.
Maria,
Oh,
pile driver! Pile driver! Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, Aiko stays in it.
I thought, it finally got me for a brief second.
Oh my
I
God.
thought a pile driver could do it.
You can see there, Maria was trying to set Aiko up off the ropes, but she lost her breath. Now Aiko in control. What's she thinking? She gonna go? Oh my God! From the second rope, Maria hit with a German for real gift, but still she's alive. Solid counter. And now a quick neck snap. Is that going to be enough? No. Aiko back up. Maria with the reversal goes for it again.
Oh my God.
She's trying to catch her breath here. It looks like she's managed it. We're now 20 minutes in this match. Maria has absolutely survived. And what happens if she gets to the tie?
I mean, technically, it's not a victory. So I would imagine she doesn't get a guaranteed championship match. Maybe she gets put, maybe they have to run it back.
Maybe. I mean, I
You have to win an Eliminator to get a title match. A draw is not a win.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think we've had a draw in the Eliminator up to this point, so we don't have we don't have a protocol for that. I don't think. Might have to start thinking about it if this match keeps going. I hope Hera's in the back with something ready. Maria sending Aiko into the ropes, choosing not to run them herself. Stretches out into a sit-out powerbomb, but not the 3.
Maria's learning what it's like to wrestle 2025 Pete Kimura Aiko when there's championship gold on the line.
Bloody cross again, but she can't capitalize. However, it might leave Aiko down long enough for Maria to recover. And now they're locked into another exchange.
The time is not Maria's ally here. A strike exchange is not what she wants to be involved in.
Aiko just plowing through with these uppercuts one after another. And Maria's pretty much won all the exchanges against Aiko in this match so far. She can do that again. There's a chance she can capitalize with a big move.
Someone's got to win, right?
I mean,
They're still going.
They could technically punch each other until the end of the match. Aiko, though, with a drop kick, calls it. Slips behind, sends Maria into the ropes. Maria, though.
Oh my God.
Press slam, and now, here we go again. This is the problem, is she needs time. And she's not getting it. Aiko gets back up right as Maria recovers every time.
More strikes.
Ooh, the Stardust Trigger! Glide finale! Glide finale! And that's it!
It felt inevitable, but Kimura Aiko wins.
Oh, she is worn out, though. You can see Maria took her to task.